Happy homecoming, friends and family. Welcome to another episode of Uncensored News, real news you can use, no cap. Today, we're going to cover the OnlyFans phenomena, Rudy's nasty mouth, and Killer Mike's bank. I'm your host, Steph Lova, reminding you to download that Uncensored News app and take us wherever you're at, so you'll never miss the headlines. Yes, O'Shea Jackson, a.k.a. Ice Cube, just melted the hearts of hardcore hip-hop fans east to west coast worldwide. You know, the same guy who flamed Eazy-E rapping, and I quote, "I never had dinner with the president." Well, now he's Trump's wingman and trying to save Black America. Wait, what? All of this started with a little not-so-innocent tweet from a staffer on the Trump campaign. She's not to be trusted. And now Black Twitter is killing O'Shea, with stuff like, how he go from NWA to MAGA? Womp, 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 womp. Of course, Cube immediately went on the defense, talking about, I didn't endorse nobody. Yes, you did, Craig. You did. Whether you wanted to or not, you certainly did. That's what had happened when you aligned, consult, and engage with the devil, a.k.a. the POTUS. And then you expect him to play fair? Now? After 3.5 years? Come on, give me a break.
Donald Trump thinks black men are stupid. I'm telling you all, he thinks black guys are stupid. He thinks he can throw out rappers like Kanye and Ice Cube, and that's going to convince black men who are dying at a higher rate than almost anybody else in this country from COVID that somehow he cares about us. So as a campaign thing, it's insulting. But the second thing it shows is this, and we saw this not just with Ice Cube now, but we saw this with Jim Brown, and we've seen this with Steve Harvey, this idea that black celebrity men, some, seem to think that if they go and kiss the ring with Donald Trump, that something is going to get accomplished. And Cube, look, we've all joked, you know, I've never had dinner with the president, arrest the president, we got the evidence. But I want to quote Cube and say, snitches get stitches. Because you know what happened? Ice Cube met with the Biden campaign and he met with the Trump campaign. Biden didn't talk about him having a meeting with Ice Cube, but Katrina Pearson and the Trump campaign did. They snitched. They put his name out there. And now he's got to do damage control for the last 24 hours before he looks like a sellout. And that's what Donald Trump does to black men. He will use them, take advantage of them, throw them out in the cold, and then when he gets in trouble, he's got nothing to say. And that's the lesson ultimately of what Ice Cube did. He has made the same mistake as a lot of people. You can't show up in the last 5 minutes and expect radical change from a white nationalist president.
That's right. Snitches get stitches. Or in this case, a second term in the goddamn White House. Now, Cube tried to defend this BS by saying the Dems told him to wait till after the election because they had more pressing issues like, I don't know, trying to save our souls from Agent Zero, a.k.a. the King Super Spreader. Check out Cube trying to defend this stuff.
The Platinum Plan is not my plan. I came up with the contract with Black America, and I didn't run to go work with any campaign. Both campaigns contacted me. Both campaigns wanted to talk to me about the contract with Black America. One campaign said, we love what you have, but let's really dig into it after the election. And one campaign said, we love what you have. Do you mind talking to us about it? And that's what I did. So I didn't run to nobody, and so that was real misleading to me.
Well, I didn't say you ran to anybody. I said that you had taken a pivot.
Well, you said I ran over to the Trump team instead of the Biden team. That's just not true.
Well, but you are working with the Trump team instead of the Biden team, and people are giving you heat for it. What do you say to them?
Well, I'm willing to work with both teams, but I'm just working with whoever is willing to work with me. So the Trump campaign came to me and asked me to explain to them some of the contract with Black America. That's what I did. I'm not playing no more of these games, these political games. We're not part of a team. We have very broad problems, especially the wealth gap in this country when it comes to Black Americans. So.
Now, personally, I'm not ready to cancel Cube just yet. You know, I heard he got Friday part 5 on the way. And, Friday part 5. But damn, Q, you let Trump manipulate the situation to his advantage on some Jerry Heller shit with no Vaseline. I think we all knew the dirty tricks was gonna get more serious considering number 45 lost the battle of TV ratings between him and Joe Biden during their simultaneous town hall meetings last week. And as predicted, some mysterious emails fell into Rudy Giuliani's lap. He's the president's attorney. Allegedly by the FBI, who got him from a guy who owns a computer shop that was supposed to be repairing some old laptops of Hunter Biden's Joe Biden's son. And he happened to discover them, and instead of turning the emails over or giving Hunter his goddamn laptop back, the emails wound up in Rudy Giuliani's hands. And now they're saying that it's allegedly the proof that Biden's son was using his vice presidency as leverage. I know this shit is confusing. Listen, I'm just trying to straighten it out myself. First off, who gives a fuck? Huh? Who gives a fuck? After all the shit Donald has said and done, nobody cares about no fake-ass emails 2 weeks before the goddamn election. That shit worked with Hillary. No bueno this time around. And if I bring you my laptop to fix my space bar because it's stuck, why in the fuck is you digging in my emails? Third, the White House was warned that Giuliani was the target of Russian intelligence operation to feed misinformation to Trump. Rudy long been compromised, and who can trust a nigga with teeth like this? Absolutely disgusting. I'm not gonna lie, old white guys like that scare the hell out of me. But they also make me laugh, because ultimately, they can't do shit. They old as fuck. So I try to find a comedy in the pile of tricks, like this little gem right here. Bop, bop.
You guys, my dad literally just got punched in the face for being a Trump supporter. Like, that was it. Just for being a Trump supporter. And I do it again. Bop, bop. And I do it again. Bop, bop, bop. Do it again. Bop, bop, bop. Do it again. Bop, bop, bop. I do it again.
Hold up.
Bop, bop, bop. Do it. Bop, bop. Do it again. Bop, bop, bop. Do it. Bop, bop. Do it again.
Hold up.
Bop, bop, bop. Do it. Bop, bop. Do it again. Bop, bop, bop. Do it. Bop, bop, bop. And I do it again. Guys, my dad literally just got punched in the face for being a Trump supporter. Like, that was it. And I do it again.
Hold up.
Bop, bop, bop. Do it. Bop, bop. Do it again. Bop, bop, bop. Do it. Bop, bop. Do it again.
Hold up.
Bop, bop, bop. Do it. Bop, bop. Do it again. Bop, bop, bop. Do it. Bop, bop. And I do it again.
Hold up.
Bop, bop. And I do it again. Bop, bop, bop. Do it again. Bop, bop, bop. Do it again. Bop, bop, bop. Do it again.
Hold up.
Bop, bop, bop. Do it. Bop, bop. Do it again. Bop, bop, bop. Do it. Bop, bop. And I do it again.
Bop, bop. I do it again. Homegirl deserved one of these, because she gave the performance of a lifetime with that "my father's a Trump supporter" bullshit. Either way, I want to shout out the guy, I Marquise. He's the same guy that remixed "You About to Lose Your Job." So y'all know that dude. Follow him. He's pretty dope. Now, trust and believe it's a reason people don't trust the Blue Lives Matter gang. 7 police officers in Chicago have been disciplined for their actions the night the top cop, Eddie Johnson, was found passed out at a stop sign behind the wheel of his department-issued SUV. A district commander and a lieutenant were punished for creating the impression of giving the superintendent preferential treatment. Translation, they helped cover up Eddie's 10 rum shots instead of turning they drunk-ass boss in. I mean, I don't understand cops. Cops is crazy. Who passes up the chance to get their boss fired? I'm just saying. All right, quick reminder, y'all. Want y'all to subscribe to my YouTube page, The Real Steph Lova, for more uncensored news and some exclusive dope interviews. I'll be throwing them up. And now it's time for a little reality check. Mic check, 1, 2. Erica Mena from Love and Hip Hop and her husband Safari, Nicki Minaj ex, are sending out breakup vibes. Both unfollowed each other, and for a married couple, that's kind of strange considering they live together. Erica also dropped some subs, presumably directed at her hubby, with an IG caption that read, "My kids, priorities be really fucked up for some people." You know, she from uptown and all that. I don't know about these two. This could be like another breakup storyline, you know what I'm saying? And, or maybe both of them is just trying to boost their OnlyFans subscriptions. You think? Speaking of OnlyFans, I'm a fan. Hey, Tiger. At first, people laughed at celebrities for joining OnlyFans, but during the pandemic, when there's no concerts, there's no clubs, them checks start drying up, a couple of them celebs is laughing all the way to the bank. And Black China is #1 top of the list. Dream Kardashian's mom is bringing home a bag, $15 million a month to be exact. Wait a minute, Brian, is them numbers right? God damn. Let me put that on my to-do list. Open a OnlyFans account. 15 M's a month. No wonder she don't need no damn child support from Tiger or Rob. And Cardi B is also on the list at #3. She making about $7 million a month. And rapper Casanova, he rounds out the top 10, bringing in about $800,000 a month. I don't think they all on there getting naked. I think niggas is just nosy, want to see what they doing in their spare time. Moving right along, I love to see my people winning and thriving, and so does Killer Mike by invoking the spirit of the historic Greenwood District. Well, his new bank, the digital bank, is named after the Tulsa, Oklahoma business district, better known as Black Wall Street, Al. In an effort to rebuild its legacy, Mike is doing BIG things. Let him break it down for you. Check it out.
We have the opportunity to do in this fintech digital bank space is take the legacy of Greenwood and now put it in a digital world where that's not just a story of victimization anymore, but one of empowerment, because we can rebuild Greenwood in Atlanta, in Tampa, in Jacksonville, in Detroit, in Washington, D.C., in Inglewood. There can be the spirit of Greenwood everywhere. And it's about controlling the power of our dollar. Right now, if I'm a poor working class person, if I take a $100 check to the liquor store or check cashing place to cash that check, then that check instantly becomes $80 because they take 20 cents or more. This eliminates that predatory business model in working class communities and allows you to hold your bank in your hand. The money you get is your money and you get your money in full. If you get paid on Friday, but rent is due on Wednesday, you have the ability to get 2 day ahead advance pay. Each transaction, it's competitive, and beyond competitive, we don't have hidden fees or costs. But as you do transactions, they not only go to help you and the bank, they also help the United Negro College Fund, NAACP, and institutions that have took care of the needs and concerns of Black people, Black and brown people for a very long time. And the bank is specifically targeting, Black working class people, brown working class people, young people who have not been involved in banking, the unbanked and the unsought after. We want to be your financial institution that is the first step into you doing things like getting car loans, home loans, and later this company plans to grow into the space of making business loans to creatives so you can have more people like me, T.I., 2 Chainz, Big Boy of Outkast, investing in the cities we come from like Atlanta and being business owners, being hirers of people who look like us and training a new generation.
Now, that's what I'm talking about, Killer Mike. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going to open up an account right after I open up my OnlyFans account or that pandemic stimulus kick back in. All right, whichever happens first. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know as soon as we mention some positive Black news, we got to be fair and follow up with some good old white people news. Surfing has exploded, according to white people who surf. Demand has been huge, and manufacturers are stoked that everybody, and when I say everybody, I mean white people, are socially distancing and exercising. Fucking rad, man, gnarly dude, like totally. Hey, Brian, do surfers still talk like that or just meth heads? All right. Anyway, it seems like y'all's president hates BLM as much as Black people hate surfing. Check it out.
The first time I ever heard of Black Lives Matter, I said, such a terrible term because it's such a racist term. It's a term that sows division between blacks and whites and everybody else, and it's a very bad term for blacks. But they were very angry. It's a Marxist organization.
Yeah. Only problem is Black Lives Matter movement doesn't fit the narrative of thugged out criminals breaking the law. So, of course, they had to create one. Like Brandon right here. Yeah. I'm sure Brandon has a great explanation as to why and how he got mixed up in burning down a goddamn police precinct. You think? Meanwhile, more video evidence has been released against the fake militia, aka white nationalists, who plotted, planned, and practiced to kidnap the governor of Chicago, Gretchen Whitmer, in a PT Cruiser? Say what? Damn.
Keep moving.
Apparently, they was big mad for being enslaved by the governor during the coronavirus lockdown she enacted. And now, y'all going to jail. Good luck with that. Okay, people, I need you to stick around for my special guest, Mr. Frank Sirius. We call him Scooby, one of the best vocalists in the DMV and the hardest working professional singer I know. And we're going to give him his flowers right now. But first, a little celebrity flex. Time to Yeah, I know y'all see the shirt. You like it? DM me. I'll give you one for a small fee. And right off the top, condolences goes out to Fetty Wap, who lost his little brother recently due to gun violence in New Jersey. He gave a heartfelt tribute to his twin, Tyshawn Depew, on Instagram writing, "I failed you, bro. Sorry to say, no suspects have been arrested in the fatal shooting as of yet." Props goes out to Jesse Collins. If you don't know who that is, he is the first black executive producer of the 2021 Super Bowl halftime show. It's going down next year. Jesse teamed up with Rock Nation and Pepsi, and he's going to be putting on the halftime show February 3rd, Tampa, Florida. Jesse, he's produced the 61st annual Grammys, the BET Awards, the Soul Train Awards, so you know what that means. Super Bowl gonna be blackity black this year, and I'm here for it. Virtually, of course. And finally, it's homecoming season, and due to COVID-19, many a homecoming celebration will be online this year. But Jesse Collins, once again, here to save the day, all in the mix, partnering up with YouTube and Live Nation to bring you HU Homecoming 2020. Meet me on the yard, all right? The 2-hour live stream is happening October 24th, and it's going to help raise funds for the United Negro College Fund, featuring musical performances as well as appearances by alumni and YouTube creators, because you know how we do it, the real HU. And we're going to have the next Vice President, Kamala. You know, she went to HU, and she too fly to swat the bullshit. Pun intended. Check it out.
I realized that I would kick myself if I didn't just ask you, before I let you go, if you noticed the fly on Vice President Pence's head at the time during the debate, or if that was something that only we could see it at home. Could you see it sitting next to him? Did you have feelings about, like, did you have the instinct to?
You know, Rachel, I think that it's important that we kind of find a way, all of us, to move on and, you know, kind of fly away from this subject onto something else. Yeah.
Senator Harris, you are very...
Oh, man, that was too funny. And yes, Pence, we were laughing at you, not with you. All right, y'all. All right, we got an uncensored interview on the way. My guy, Frank Sirius, a.k.a. Scooby, one of the best singers in the D.C., Maryland, Virginia area, is up next right here on Uncensored News. No cap. Be right back. All right, y'all, as promised, you know, I always keep my promises here on Uncensored News. I got an uncensored interview with my guy, Scooby, a.k.a. Frank Sirius, as they say down here in the
Frank
DMV.
Sirius.
Because he is serious when he is on that mic. Vocals impeccable. Oh, man, thank you so much for taking the time,
I appreciate
Frank.
it. Appreciate you for having me, man. It's a pleasure and an honor.
Oh, appreciate you. Now, as an artist out here, how is the pandemic treating you? I mean,
it's effed up.
You can curse. It's fucked up.
Fucked up. It's you know, I mean, we take it day by day, take it in stride, but I mean, it's really hurting the artists of the DMV, go R&B, everybody. You know, I mean, DC is an artistic.
You're a gun for hire, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, I have a couple bands that I'm in, so I have an agency band that I'm a part of called 76 Degrees West, where we do a lot of weddings, a lot of, you know, upscale kind of events where we charge, you know, 5 figures, you know what I mean? So we've been down since March, and we just had our first wedding, maybe 2 weeks ago. So outside of that, I'm in Chuck Brown's band, which, you know, we've been gigging regularly since he's passed.
Legendary
going all over
Chuck
the East
Brown,
Coast, you know, New Orleans. I mean, we've been traveling, so all that's been stopped. And then, of course, Sirius Company with me, Kim, you know, John Williams.
Hey, Miss Kim.
Yeah, so, I mean, with that band, you know, we were working 4 or 5 nights a week, so that stopped. So you can imagine right now, I'm like, man, listen, y'all got to stay in the house.
Waiting for that pandemic stimulus
You know what I
kick
mean?
back in like me, huh?
All of that. I need it all.
How the hell was you juggling all of that before the pandemic? Yo, you was in your own band, Sirius Company, then Familiar Faces, that was before that, and then
iPhone.
the Chuck Brown, man. I was just like...
iPhone is how I keep up.
For a minute, I thought you had a clone. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, yo, it's 2 of these niggas. Maybe it's Frank and it's Sirius, and they just, you know, that kind of thing.
It's funny. My man joked with me before. He was like, man, I just left a club seeing you. He said, before I got to the next club, I walked in, I saw you on stage.
Was there?
I say,
that part, huh?
Yeah, hey, listen, the band calling, I'm going to get it. I don't turn down nothing but my collar.
So how did you decide one day that singing was going to be your career? Because it's scary to be an artist, to just step out on that limb and not have nothing to fall back on. Because a lot of people here in the bands, they have government jobs. Like, I didn't even know that. Like, but, you know, they gig, like you said, with other bands, like just playing. Bump we had here a couple weeks ago, and he just was like, you know, I play whoever needs me. Whoever need a drummer, I'm there.
Yeah, well, I think it's a long story, but keep it short. I went to, in college, I had a professor. I had a business management professor who told me, you know, getting a job is basically equivalent to suicide. And, you know, I didn't understand what he meant. But long story short, he was basically saying if you work for somebody, you get a 3% raise every year or what have you, but the cost of living goes up 5%. So the longer you work, you're literally killing yourself for as long as you work. So I haven't had a job since I was 22. You know what I mean? So for me, it was either hustle, you know, grind, and invest in yourself and bet on yourself. And so that's what I did. I started a band, started listening back in the day, and we never looked back. And I've been a musician ever since.
It's worked out, kid.
It's worked out. You know what I mean? I got a couple houses. You know, listen. I'm not mad at none of the stuff none of the decisions I've made. I'm happy with my family. I got a beautiful wife, 3 kids. You know, rental properties. So it's, you know, I've been smart and judicious with how I spent the money that we've made, and I think that's important for all artists to kind of take note and do the right thing by their change while they got it.
Y'all Google that word judicious if it went over your head, okay? Facts. Now, you've been doing this for quite some time out here in the city. Have you recorded with any bigger artists, or have you had a chance to step out and, you know, get out of the bubble of the go-go?
Yes, when I had my first publishing deal when I was 18. So I moved to New York. I did the whole thing, and tried to write songs. I didn't like New York. It was too fast for me. Y'all New Yorkers, man, y'all crazy.
That's Southern hospitality. It's easier to slow down than to speed up.
Yeah. So I came back after like 9 months, and
damn, Frank, you didn't even give it a year.
Nah, not even a year. 18, in the big city by yourself. It's rough. And I was living in Soho, so
my God,
culture shock and 101.
Forget it, yeah.
So, but once I came back, I started the go-go thing back up, and I never looked back. So, for me, I've been able to bless the stage with, countless celebrities.
Go ahead, name drop.
Kanye West, Dougie Fresh, Fantasia, of course our own Raheem Devon, Floetry. Anthony Hamilton. Like we had a stretch where we played at Club U, and we would just have artists come once a month.
And just jam.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So that was like kind of the highlight. I never forget Kanye came down. And he brought John Legend with him. This is before John was like famous, right?
Yes.
So
people forget that Kanye put a lot of artists on.
Yeah,
started with John Legend.
We didn't know who he was, and then he was like, "John, why don't you sing the joint you did on Jay album?" He's like, "What the hell you came in here for? Waiting for." So he did that joint. I was like, "Oh, so you the dude?"
Now you know.
You know what I mean? So and then after that, Kanye came back and performed with us at Killy's down on U Street. He just stepped through one day. We was playing, and we started playing his records. Like we played like 4 songs of his. He rocked with us for like 30 minutes for free. He just
if he's
jammed.
feeling it, Kanye goes. He is.
Yeah, he will get up on stage.
Definitely that kind of vibe artist.
Yep.
So what's next for the music scene here in the DMV? Because without Go-Go for a couple of months, know how it go. We had that big thing about the Go-Go on the corner right there in front of the Metro. So what now? Because it's been quiet.
Right.
And, people are going to get used to that and then be like, we don't
you start
want
realizing what you don't need.
Yeah. That's one thing the pandemic has definitely done. Tell you what you can go without.
It's kind of been a blessing in disguise, though, because it has, I know personally, it's allowed us to reset and kind of get our wings up under us as far as being creative. Like, when you working 4 or 5 nights a week, the last thing you want to do is pick up your guitar and practice or create or go to the studio.
But now you miss it.
Now I miss it. It's like we get a chance to record. Like we've been recording, twice a week. So if you haven't, on the other side of this, if you haven't come out of it better, then you just wasted a whole bunch of your time. You know what I mean? So it has been a blessing in disguise in that sense. But of course you miss the money, but it is what it is.
It's all coming back.
It's all coming
back. You
got
talent, baby.
Sooner
Chocolate
than
ain't
later.
got nothing on you. And before we get out of here, Frank, I know it's a stretch, but can you bless us with a little something? I haven't heard anybody perform live in over 6 months.
All right.
Anything would be.
These months I've waited, anxiously inside, hoping you'd be the one I've been waiting for all my life. Can't wait to see you, your pretty little thing, to hold you, baby. When I look into your eyes, my pretty sunshine, 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 sunshine.
Oh
pretty
shit,
little
oh
sunshine,
shit, oh
baby.
shit, that's
Don't
it.
turn up in this joint now. No.
I'm trying to tell you, man, open up the goddamn gates.
That's what we do, baby.
Frank Sirius, beautiful voice,
Appreciate it.
beautiful guy. We've done business together, and
yeah.
What can I say except thank you.
Thank you.
Look forward to seeing you back on stage, back doing the thing that we love to see you do. And again, thanks for taking the time. You want to say anything to the fans before you get out of here?
Shout out to the One Go-Go World, Go-Go Music Collective, man. The only artist-led Go-Go non-profit organization striving to make Go-Go better and furthering the music, man. I want to say I appreciate everybody that's supporting us and following us. You can follow us at We Are Go-Go Music at gmail.com and We Are Go-Go Music on Twitter.
There it is. Frank Sirius, y'all, right here on Uncensored News. I got to work on my twerk game.
Okay.
Once again, thanks to Frank Sirius for stopping on by Uncensored News with a lit, uncensored interview. You can check more of them on my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. The Real Steph Lova. And, of course, download that Uncensored Network TV app. You need that. You can take us with you wherever you want to go so you never miss a show. And on that note, you already know it's a celebration. And I got my chaser today. So until next time, y'all be careful. Be safe. All right? Cheers.